Hey everyone, in this video I'll be going over some wins and a loss. It's not the only loss that I picked up this weekend, but I think that was a close loss. These games would be showcasing some of, basically all these games would either have Yulia or Ryo or both. Without further ado, let's sit back and enjoy. So shout out to Robert. This is the first set of games I played in TSDL. This game was very surprising. I learned some interactions that I did not know previously. So Unicorn Sherry, GDB Juggler, Werner with State Guard and pretty standard loadout. Kara with one attack skill, Teleport and Gospel. Liana with Gospel and Act Again. Juggler with B-Shock, standard T-Jess. Zerida with FB and 3C, standard Elwin. Ryo with 3C, Adversity, and the 2-range stun. So chances are Werner is in attack mode. So his range should be two. Wait, hold up. So it's in attack stance and it's skill range +2. Rending blow is 2 blocks, so he can hit up to here. Tenio's proc on the movement buff on the juggler. So by moving Kyra into that position, I am able to put Ryo into the danger zone, and I teleport Ryo up front. Now I have to make the decision, make a choice. Who is he gonna act against? So he acts against the Cherry. I jump. So this was actually a mistimed jump. I should not have tried jumping like this because I actually accidentally give Juggler the water buff for free. I should have probably just jumped here and just hit Kyra. The point of the jump was to guard Ryo. So Yulia had to make, Sherry has to make a choice, you know. Either go here, use the range attack on Juggler and kill my T-Jess or Elwin. Or basically, yeah, the Cherry has to pick what she wants to do. Notice how there is no attack buff, so yeah, let's turn on animations too. So yeah, the assassinate doesn't, the shadow ray doesn't do much. Now he's gonna use the 3C. I get lucky here with the proc, armor proc. Juggler probably would have been dead. But I don't think this mattered too much in the grand scheme of things. He did his job. He tanked for me. So now this was the interesting part. So, okay, last rites. Sherry, I assume, did not break last rites. Barely live. 853 HP. Very surprised how this was the case. Obviously, I think my T-Jess could have more int. But yeah, very close. Now this was interesting. So I later found out from Robert that this was a true cross, Kyra. So, well, something weird must have happened because Kyra herself would have definitely destroyed the Sorks, but T-Jess was somehow able to counter hit, and counter kill eventually. Let's just watch the animation again. I want to slow it down just to see what happens. So it looks like the but yeah, so right after, let's just watch the animation of the Kyra thing again. But right after that, I just kill Sherry with my Ryo. Let's watch it slow. So it looks like the Sorks got their attacks off? Yeah. Anyways, very interesting. So, TJ survives with a slither of HP, just like Sherry here. They have the same HP, or close, actually. So, that's very interesting. So, I kill Sherry with Ryo, and it's pretty much game here. I still have all of my DPS units up, and yeah, it's pretty much up. But I do want to showcase Ryo here. So, okay, so Werner gets the attack buff from Gospel, or 3C Leona, 3C. So this is a SSM Juggler, of course, tanks it. So this was the interesting part. Double-bladed strike does not kill. Did the troops not attack with him? That is the interesting part. Let's see. So he's in attack mode. Range +1. Soldiers join in on the hero's range attacks. Yeah, so the troops do throw their lances. I guess it just couldn't kill Ryo. But anyhow, yeah, the game was pretty much over. I traded Werner with my Zerida. So this is so this is a SSM Werner. That explains why that was a miskill. But yeah, that's game 1. Now on to game 2. So yeah, TSDL BO3, we opted to not use the map picking and just did like a random selection with let the Langrisser client do the map rolling. So yeah, so I swapped out my Leon for Ares. Anyways, not important to the game, but yeah. So just look at the comps right now. Akaya with double assist, Helena standard, Tiaris with heal block, the heal block immunity from shield, Yulia standard, TJ standard. The reason was to prevent Luke from breeding this and causing too much havoc. Shout out to kudos to him for breeding this. And the Firebrand Snipers, those two are pretty big counters for Yulia, at least my Yulia. Standard Kyra, well not standard, sorry. It's the same loadout as last game. Tejas with Fireball, and Florentia with pretty standard loadouts. Yep. So, my game plan is pretty obvious at this point. I think it was to buff up Yulia. We both know that I'm just buffing up Yulia. I wanted to make sure that I actually get, when Yulia does go in, she gets to still have the heal block immunity, immunity that Tiaras can give. I actually made a slight mistake in my buff giving here. I wasn't planning on going in with Yulia turn 1 via the TGS TP. So, I should have just moved Yulia, just ended the turn with Yulia here, because now I applied the heal block immunity, but it's only 2 turns, right? So if I end my turn here, then all the buffs have only 1 turn left, and if I TP in next turn, after the attack, I no longer have the heal block immunity, right? Which could potentially cause some issues. But good thing was that didn't end up being a problem. So yeah, now I'm going in, and I apply 3C. I do have to say, I did get pretty lucky this game with a couple of procs. The first proc being this Breeze proc. It didn't matter as much, but, obviously having this threat range is significant. So, okay, first life of Yulia. So, the scary thing about Firebrands is that essentially I lose 1 life from I have to have Glory of the World to prevent that fixed damage kill. Let me turn off animations. But yeah. And I also got a little greedy here. I decided to use Godly Menace instead of the instead of the 3C. It's okay. I do heal back to full based off just the the healing life from TRS and Goel. But here, that was, I think, somewhat of a mistake. I may have been able to wait till next turn. But nonetheless, I think this wasn't as bad of a mistake because Godly Menace, does lock the tank down. I actually should not have attacked Kara here. What I should have done was actually attack the Puppet. Because, 1, I lose turn pile, and 2, this is like killing the Kara. So yeah, this is the second lucky part. But yeah, I should have just left Kara alive. Kara plus TJs may have been able to kill my Helena, but I don't think he was going to waste too many attacks on Helena. I don't know, actually. Maybe attacking Kara was the choice here. But yeah, here I just speed boost TJs, so TJs can reach better. And yeah, this is a reach. And my Yulia dies. I don't think this is Nebulous. I don't think this is Nebulous Luke. But yeah, Akaya gets the first kill on Hilda. So here, okay, I think could have been better. So 1 stack, right? He could have moved here, up here, and then done the 3C. Then he would have had an extra coin and healed everyone. But nonetheless, yeah, axe again to Luke. Eyes move up. My Akaya dies. So yeah, I actually thought I was gonna lose this game here, cause so the Hilda would have died next turn to Tejas, cause I still have my 3C up, and Tejas should one-shot Hilda. Luke still has all her skills, but no attack buff. Kills the wolf. Opts not to heal his units, so that was very interesting. Let's see. So yeah, this was actually pretty crucial for me. I was able to apply a lot of stuff on Helena. This is like 40% damage reduction plus the tiles. That's like, I think 60%. But let's just watch real quick. I just want to make sure if she has the ability to heal. Yeah, so she could have put this on the Molders or Luke just to heal up the troops, I think. That may have been a better option. But nonetheless. So, yeah, I killed the Hilda. And I applied 3C's damage reduction effect and earmuffs onto Helena. Tries to kill my Helena. My Helena does get MDef down, but all the damage reduction is able to have her tank the hit, regardless. And yeah. So, this was the interesting part. If I had Fireball Tiaras, I think this would have been a kill. I think this would have been a kill. But yeah, lucky Bloodsword proc. I think the AoE would have finished off the... what's it called? The summon anyways. But yeah, I think game 2 was not as lopsided as I would have hoped. Because I kind of had... at least for me, I really liked my picks. But, yeah, I think I misplayed at least setting up for the Yulia attack. And I think my opponent also made a couple mistakes with reacting to, basically after the fighting started. But anyways, on to the next game. Versus Mr. Take It Easy. So this was doing the ladder. Similar box. TJS, Yulia, Ryo, Tiaras, and oops, let's just look at the matchup. The loadouts real quick. Pretty standard. Kara with the double attack skill. Did he bring guard ignore? Yes, guard ignore. Ryo, pretty standard. TJ standard. TS standard. Yulia standard. Juggler with GDB. So yeah, turn 1 Kara teleport. He can hit everybody who she decides to hit is the question. Freya got the Tenyo proc. So strengthens the Kara, so, you know, should be a kill on everyone minus... Okay, should be a kill on Tiaras and Tejas. So I move Tejas in the back because I do want to keep Tejas, you know, in a pleasant spot. The reason I do this is I have the ability potentially to hit somebody. He kills my Tiaras, which is, I think, a good choice. I didn't actually... I misfactored. I did not factor Tiaras getting targeted. So yeah, this was an interesting jump, though. It made somewhat of a good sense. Like, he, you know... I think the person was, what, here? Yeah. You could jump back here, but then you just die to Yulia. You can jump back anywhere in this region, so I guess not the worst jump. So he moves back. My Yulia cannot reach, so I move back too. So this is definitely attack mode Werner. Gospel. So this was a 25 HP Kara. But nonetheless, I also tank hits. So I believe this was the 3C and not the... Yeah, this was the 3C. I would have died with the double bladed strike for sure. So 3C misses the kill. But now he is in... I believe he is now in... Post stance, so defense stance, yeah. So I do have to be wary. Okay, so this is the... I think I made a mistake here. So, okay. The Tejas, I did not know if the Tejas had Scepter or not, but I was just, you know, praying that she did. I was planning on jumping with Juggler to finish off Kyra, and also to lock down Freya. But then I realized, oh, why not try to apply the water debuff on Liana? I didn't notice that she had the Gospel immunity from 3C. Because I knew she was going to act against the Tejas. And Kara was kind of, you know, out of the equation now. So, yeah, I didn't do the best choice here in that I thought I could apply water debuff on Liana. But obviously Liana had the Gospel, so yeah. And this kills the Juggler. So yeah, this was not Scepter Tejas. It was Pale Staff. So here I killed the Kyra. A little bit of health. Yeah, the game is not looking is looking pretty slim right now. So Werner is in defense mode right now. And he just used the 3C, so he has only the 1 block attack. So he cannot reach anyone. Liana cannot reach anyone. So I am currently good. I do have turn pile next turn, so that's a good thing. So here I want to just heal up my units. Doesn't do much, but the point is to heal up my units and try to give them, you know, ability to, you know, survive a hit. So Yulia is able to get back to her threshold, which is good. Ryo comes to the rescue, one-shots Freya, which should be a one-shot. And here, Yulia gets the revive and exclusive, which is great. I can kill Tejas, potentially. I don't think this has got her back to 70%, but Goal is able to bring her back to that threshold. And yeah, it's a pretty much game at this point. But yeah, very close call. You know, I thought it was over for a sec, but you know, Irma of Tejas saves the day. Ryo put in some good assists with that Freya kill. So yeah, pretty good game. So those are the games in which I won with Ryo and Yulia, I will show loss. So this one, I think I kind of lost BP wise. Well, not really. I think I could have salvaged it for sure. With one small mistake, might have been able to change the tide of the battle. I'm not gonna go over the skills. Actually, no, I will go over the skills just to have a better understanding of the game for documentation purposes. Similar, standard loadout. This is the attack boost, speed boost, and 3C. TRS with fireball and mass resist. Standard TGS loadout. Standard TGS, standard crisp, but with angels. I think this is the damage reduction, and this is the assist skill. Florentia, pretty standard. Luke, not firebrand. No heal block, but a black hole. This black hole plays an important role later. Standard Sherry loadout. But essentially, that black hole is gonna cause me problems that I could have prevented had I done something different. So mass resist was for Sherry. I don't expect to tank hits from Sherry, but had to try anyways. So here I really wanted to test out Ryle's attack ability. I want to see if I can one-shot that Chris. So Sherry now has range. So I teleport Ryo. Okay, so first of all, I actually apply the single target mass attack. This single target mass attack skill prevents people from being silenced. Had I put it on Yulia here, it may have been different outcome. You'll see what I mean in a bit. So yeah, I teleport Ryo here. This probably wasn't the best choice. Someone was gonna die, but I just wanted to make sure that Sherry targets Ryo with the 3C at least. I don't think Ryo would have lived, but if he didn't hit Ryo, I would have just maybe killed Chris. Maybe. Big maybe. So yeah, he kills the Ryo pretty, not even close. If I had the what's it called? If I had the talent from Ryo, maybe it would have been different. So he tries to kill my Yulia. So yeah. So two mistakes here that I made. Not only did I not apply the single target mass attack to Yulia, as a result, she gets this minus 30% attack and int, which is very detrimental. But it's okay. I am still able to kill Sherry with... This was not a last right Sherry. This was a tier Sherry, I believe. But what happens next basically seals the nails on the coffin. And I will just speed up to that part. So he's just moving around. I'm just prepping my Yulia for next turn. Funny enough, this wolf has a 1900 attack from Ryo. I dropped the 3C. I take out a life, but he still has a revive, so not too big a deal. So yeah, she drops the black hole, silences my Yulia, which wouldn't have been prevented had I applied the silence immunity. And now it's pretty much over. I don't have any way of removing the silence. I didn't bring heal on TRS, nor did I bring Goddess tier. Maybe I should bring Goddess tier on TRS. That might be a good option. You know what? Yeah, I will bring Goddess tier next time, actually. Because I would have been able to dispel this. But essentially, what comes down next is my Yulia cannot, reach anything. I might have been able to kill this Chris. But, it's impossible now. So it's pretty much over. Yeah. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.